welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the bumpy road. It's a back access road. See, we're in some hunter orange today. Partridge season is open, or rough grouse. Rough dog along. We're actually doing a camping and fishing trip back here. Got the canoe strapped to the roof. I thought I'd bring the 410 along just in case we see a few birds as well. Come along! Just going down Red Squirrel Road right now. And an eye out for logging trucks because they are logging quite heavily back here right now. Lot of room when you come across one. But hopefully the lake doesn't get too rough. They're calling for higher winds today and tomorrow. I looked over a map and got a campsite kind of picked out. I'm hoping nobody's at it. Doesn't mean they won't be. There's a few sites on that lake, so we'll definitely find one anyway. Fall colors are starting to come out, which is nice. So we just passed the boat launch area where you launch, and it is super busy. There's a canoer, not sure if he was loading up or putting his canoe in. There's also about 10 other campers right there, so I'm not sure. It's gonna be a busy lake by the looks of things anyway. So we're gonna go up here. I want to check out another spot. Check out a trail up here actually, and then come back. Probably still launching that same spot, but there's a couple other spots up here I wouldn't mind checking out. So we'll see how things go. So we found this trail. I always wondered what was down here. I could easily drive this with my truck. I thought, well, we got the 410 along. Let's take a little walk, see if we get any birds. Get some dinner. Tucker's hopping. Did you see a bird, Tuck? Did ya? He likes to hop like that when he sees a bird. It's really good at flushing them for me. So anyways, we're gonna take this walk, see where this trail goes. I think it goes down to Lake Temagami actually. It's only about 1 kilometer long. Well, I don't know exactly, it's not even on the map. So we're gonna find out. Find a bird, Duck. Find a bird. Deer flies, and mosquitoes. A couple of mosquitoes still, not too many, but lots of deer flies still. It's a warm day. Ooh. Here he comes. Full throttle. Did you find him? Find the bird? I'm not hearing any birds flush. Come on. We need dinner. Well, I'll come back to you guys if anything gets exciting here. Well, looking at the map, looks like we're coming up to Burmac Lake, not Lake Temagami. Anyways, it's alright. Just start exploring. The way to find out where these places go is to walk the trails. I think I see opening over there. Looks like water. Letting Tucker get tired out. We'll get camping yet. I'm just second guessing about Red Squirrel Lake though, because there's a lot of people on it, which is quite surprising being a Wednesday. Oh well. Is there a cottage down here? It looks like it. Looks like we come up to a camp. So yeah, this is just a nice little camping spot here by the looks of things. Maybe we'll just drive down here and camp on this lake. Looks nice and quiet. I don't know what's in here though. Fishing wise, but it'd be nice and peaceful back here anyway. Yeah, no one else is here. I think this is the first time I've ever been to this lake. Oh, look out, Tuck. Oh, big step. This is a steep hill. Found water, did you? Should be something else getting the canoe up and down here. Definitely a nice lake though. It's not a big lake. What you see is what you get. It's just this tiny little lake. Slightly goes around the bend here. There's a creek down there that flows into Lake Temagami by the looks of the map. Cooling off, getting a drink. No, I think we'll stick to our regular plan. It is nice and quiet back here though. Look at this hill though. This is gonna be a fun climb. Oh yeah, roll around, get all dirty, Tuck. At least these roots are kind of like a staircase. Well, we'll continue the adventure for now. Oh, so happy I found you, Tuck. As I was walking out of this trail, Tucker took off after something, and he went deep into the bush. I made it all the way back the road. I was calling him and calling him. Started walking back in, no sign of him. Got in the truck and we're almost at the end of the road here now, and I finally found him. He just jumped in. Oh, were you on to something? You didn't even bring me dinner. You had me all scared. Alright. We'll get turned around up here. I love the scratchy noises. It'll buff right out. Yeah, actually, we can probably turn around right there. Good. Well, I found a nice quiet spot to launch the canoe right up in there. Right off these rocks here. And it goes up the lake. It's not at the main launch, but it's nice and quiet back here. And I love that sign. Be happy. I'm always happy in the woods. Happy, happy, happy. So we're like way up here in this bay. Just looking at the map, there's a couple of campsites here. This is the one I was planning to stay at this island. And then maybe walk this trail and check out down in here. But the original plan was to leave from up here. But now that I'm starting away up here, I might just stay at this island campsite. Or on that point there, we'll see. Either one might be good. So I'll unload everything and we'll go check them all out. If those aren't good, then we'll come way down here. I know this area here is packed with all kinds of hunters and campers and everything else. And I really don't like camping where everybody else is camping. It's not my style. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, you don't like being tied, eh? You're probably all tangled by now. Is that why you're just sitting still? Did you tangle? Yeah, you did. Well, holy cow, did you ever? Gotta go back around through here, Tuck. Come on, through here. No, this way. There you go. Get yourself untangled. And we're good. See? You're fine. There you go. I hate tying them up, but I've had like 3 logging trucks all fly by here real quick. And that's the last thing I need. You already got lost in the woods once. We don't need them to get hit. But this is also another campsite. And this is my last resort. If the other campsites down the lake here are all taken, we'll just come back here and set up camp here. Although I hate camping on a road. But worst case Ontario, we'll do it. And that's the reason I don't want to camp on the road. Yeah. You ready to go? I think we got enough freaking stuff. Man, I know I like to be comfortable and all, but this is ridiculous. Alright, just gonna lock the truck and then we'll be gone, Tuck. Let's get going the right way here. Bye-bye, truck. See you in another day. We're gonna go find our campsite. Maybe. Maybe, eh, Tuck? Let's see what happens here. I don't lose everything in my pockets at the same time. Alright. Onward ho! We'll try and set up camp first. Because it's already going on 2 o'clock. Why is it always 2 o'clock when we start going? Oh well. What can you do, eh, Tuck? Not so bad, considering we had electrical issues on the motor here, but oh, I hope I don't hear that all day. Probably will. They're logging hard out of this area. But I don't object to logging because I really don't like using plastic toilet paper. So it's alright. First time being on this lake. I've been by it 100 times, just I've never launched a boat or canoe onto it. And it seems to be a quiet little bay. Everybody else is down in the other end of it, so this entire bay I haven't saw one other camper in here. Like, I'm way back there. That's where I launched. So this whole little arm hasn't been one other person. take a look. See, Tuck? No, Tuck, we're not getting out. There's a rock right here, though. You can see the bottom. It's a nice sight up in there, though. We may come back to it. We just might, Tuck. I just wanted to get a good look at it from the shore. Definitely camp over on there too if you needed to. I don't know how far this point comes out. We'll try not to capsize it. Ooh, some big boulders down there. Yeah, we're definitely into some big water here, middle of the lake. So we are just kind of cutting across. This island right here has that nice sight. We're gonna go up and check it out, and if not, we'll go over to the other one that was really nice. Don't get capsizing these big rollers we got going here. It's supposed to be even windier tomorrow, so oh yeah, let's turn into them here. Whew, there we go. Now we're good. It's supposed to be just even worse tomorrow, the wind, so I don't want to be on that far end of the lake where we're originally going to be and have to come back this way in twice this wind because we're going to have whitecaps out here. Wouldn't be fun at all, Tuck? And the campsites, this is an island all right in here, so we're just going to go right around, check out that site. It didn't look real big, but maybe once you get up in there it is. I don't know. It says it's a large site. Definitely no wind on that side of the island, which is nice. So we'll either take that one or the one off on that point over there. There's one right around there too, which was a nice thing. Well, couldn't ask for a better spot, but let's go check out the campsite here. A little bit of a flat spot here. It's on an angle though. I don't think wherever we're at we're gonna hear those trucks over there on that road. The road's just over there. Got the fire pit here, got a nice table. What's this? Is this a privy? By the looks of it. Yeah. Fancy schmancy. Somebody left a chair. One problem with this place though. Well, that one's dead. There's firewood. There's a couple of dead trees here. Yeah, we got a couple of dead standing. Definitely a lot of people use it. There's an old privy somebody had. Better than all the other campsites I've been at this year. I came in with chainsaws, cut down a couple of the bigger dead standing, I'm sure. Holy cow, how many toilets does one island need? There's another one back here. Bucket with a toilet seat on it. Well, that's the island. That's not good, Tuck. That was thunder. Didn't catch it on film, but there's a slow roll of thunder all from over here. Like, there wasn't any storms in the forecast. Not sure if you can make that out on the camera or not. Tucker was moving around. Yeah, it's definitely thunder rumbling over there. Hopefully it misses us, Tuck, but we better get a tent and everything set up ASAP, so if it does pour, we have a shelter at least. Yeah, that wasn't in the forecast at all. It was supposed to be sunny all day. But welcome to Northern Ontario. You don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. I was hurrying to get all the stuff that needed to stay dry inside. Oh, got a tent set up. Just gotta blow up the air mattress for sleeping on. But now that storm is going that way. It started over here and now it's just going right around us. So that's good, eh, Tuck? Not bad. It's 3 o'clock and we got tent set up though. It's not the greatest spot. It's on a little bit of an angle, but it's the flattest spot I could find on this island. Well, there's flat spots in here, but you'd have to clear all that out. It's just one big rock. That's what you deal with on an island site. And Tucker dog is freaking out because there's a storm nearby. He's like, let's just go home, man. No, we're just going to ride it out. If a storm hits, it hits. It's camping. It's definitely muggy enough to storm. But here comes some sunshine behind it. I think we'll be alright, Tuck. Good, because I want to get out fishing. So yeah, just thinking, went to charge up my phone because it's down to 40%. And then I realized I got all this power in the world. Got 2 batteries with me. So I can go anywhere I want on the lake. And enough power to charge everything. And here I forgot my charger for my phone at home. So I got this waterproof camera. It'll have to do for most of the videos, I guess, because I do have the charger for it. So we'll see how much we can get on here. And we'll go with that. See what we can do, eh, Tuck? It's all we can do. Always something. Always something. Well, camp's all set up. Tucker dog is right there. He's scared because it's still thundering. I think it's time for a cold beer and a little treat I picked up from Tim Hortons. It's that time of year again. Oh, it's not much of a smile anymore. A little smiley cookie. Got squished. A little bit squished in the boat, eh? It's okay. Eh? Smile cookies. Going to Christmas wish this year. Our area anyway. Right. That's something you don't see every day. 2. Is he pulling one, I wonder? Or are they just flying in unison? 2 float planes. It's weird. There's definitely 2 engines running. Things you see over Temagami. So just collecting a little bit of firewood. I noticed, even though it's an island, you think bears are not going to come around. There's a bear claw marks right there where he stood against this tree. So you still gotta be bear wise, even though it's an island. So, I'm not super hungry, but I figure I'm just going to make up a sub real quick, and we'll go from there. Cheese curds go with it. Kind of fell all over in the cooler, but that's alright. So yeah, because I don't know what the weather's going to do. It's clouding over again. It's kind of nice that the sun went away, but at the same time, it might rain. It was really, really hot in the sun. But it just may rain now. So at least tent's all set up. We got everything set up. We got the firewood cut. Hoping it doesn't rain on the firewood. We'll have a little fire tonight anyway. So I'm gonna head out fishing for a little bit. Looks like there's some clear sky coming behind. I see the sun peeking out. Had a little bite to eat. Just made a sub for supper. Got some firewood cut for later. So we're going to go try fishing for an hour or so. I won't do much filming because the battery's getting low on this. And we'll get the other camera on charge. So maybe a little bit on that. See what happens. That's got to be like the world's smallest perch. I mean bass right there. You talk. I don't even know how he got on the line. That was fun. Got something anyway. There he goes. Bye-bye. You're blocking the camera. Woohoo! Oh, he got off. Oh, that was fun. Jumping bass. I left him too long. He spit her right at the boat here. So this is kind of weird. Old cabin. Looks like the roof's caved in. But I hear rapids up here. So I'm guessing this is where the portage is that goes over to Lake Temagami. Which I'm going to just pull up here anyway and take a look-see. Check it all out. This is kind of cool. Imagine it'd be flowing pretty good when the water's high. Trickling through here. It's pretty cool. You can just walk along here. But the trail is up here somewhere. I saw the tape. There it is. Somebody put some flagging tape. I think that was actually Camper Christina Remember, she flagged it. So yeah, this is the portage trail that goes. We're not going to take it right now, but I might take it later. Later tomorrow we might come take it. For now we're going to go back to fishing. Alright. Look at that sunset. Making our way back to camp. 2 little bass so far. That's about it. The sun officially sets in 4 minutes. So we'll make our way back down and around, way over there. We're a little ways from camp yet, so we gotta get going. Yeah, I just had to turn around because, like, you don't get a sunset like that too often. Kind of yellow-orange in here, but it's super pink. Yeah, it's too nice not to record. So yeah, that's about the night now. Got the light on in the tent. We're just enjoying a cold beer around the fire. Well, I'm enjoying one. Tucker's not, obviously. And then we're gonna call it a night, I think. So I'm pretty tired. Can't even see. Can't even brighten it up. It's pretty dark. Alright. Well, good night from Darren's Island. That's what we're calling it tonight anyway. See you in the morning. Well, I crawled in the tent, calling it a night. Gonna do a little read. Book I brought along, Gray Owl, Tales of an Empty Cabin. I read his other 2, Pilgrims of the Wild and Men of the Frontier. Both good books, so this one's been pretty good so far. Alright, good night. Good morning, Tucker dog. Good morning. Oh, that's a good way to start it in the morning. So I put the coffee on. Let's see it over here. As it was starting to boil, I hear Tucker do that, but back in the bush. And suddenly I see a ruffed grouse, I was going to say partridge as we always call them, fly up into these trees over here. So I run over, grab the shotgun real quick, but by the time I walked over there, it decided to fly across to the mainland off the island. So I'm like, what's the odds? Oh well. Just having my morning coffee, then we're going to cook up some bacon and eggs. And Tucker wants to play. Beautiful morning though. Yesterday there'd be whitecaps out there today. There is. It's pretty choppy. Kinda glad I stayed at this campsite, not the other one. got to get across this point. It's the only place is going to be rough crossing over. Once we get around that point over there, then we'll be smooth sailing all the way back to the truck. Beautiful morning. Sitting on this rock ledge. Having my morning coffee with my tuck dog. Alright, time to cook up some bacon and eggs. Breakfast, brunch, I guess. Well, it's 9:30. Coffee's done. No, I haven't done a whole lot of fishing or hunting this trip, but main reason was to come out here and relax. Because I was almost thought of not coming. I was so tired lying on the couch at home. And I thought maybe I'm coming down with something. But then I realized I think it was just sick of being in the city flu. So I made my way into the woods here and just been relaxing and enjoying it. Taking it all in. That's what it's all about. So yeah. So we'll get some food going because I am hungry. We'll go from there, see what happens. Still thinking of taking that portage route over to Lake Temagami. But we'll see. If I do, I'll bring the axe in and clean it out. Brush it out a little. Just to be nice. Alright, let's get breakfast going. Bacon. And pine needles. Mother Nature adding her touch to it. Yummy! And breakfast is served. Tuck dog, we forgot the plates at home, so I'm eating out of the frying pan. It was one I didn't use. I got 2 frying pans, but no plates. At least we remembered the forks this time. Good morning! Stretch! Well, Tuck, I think we're ready to go, eh? Just packing up camp. Got the tent all put away. It's just my chair and my bag. Yeah, it's going on 11 o'clock. We've sat around long enough. That's in somebody else's tent. They jabbed her right into the tree root. Otherwise I'd take it out. I drowned the fire really good with a couple of buckets of water. Washed off the table where I had bacon grease. That's about it. Sit and relax for a minute or two and then I'll get going. Alright, so we're heading back. Passing by the other campsite. Made it across the channel. It's a little choppy but not bad. Well, the wind channel. Tucker spilt my pop all over the floor. Because you just can't sit still for 2 seconds, it seems. It's alright, you're Jack Russell, you don't know how to sit still. So we're just making our way back. It's already 11:30, so I don't think we're going to do that hike today. By the time I get back and load everything into the truck and head back to town. Sure the boss is looking for me by now about my load this week. We will see you later. Red Squirrel Lake. We'll be back. I'm going to cast a line out too, I think. Do some fishing on the way back like I did last time I went camping. Seemed to catch a little bit. Caught that nice pike last time, so we'll try it again on this lake. See if we get any luck. Tucker dog. We're almost back. That point up there is where we parked. That's the guy with the loud jake brake. I love these rocks along here though. Trying to catch a fish. That's pretty cool. Whole little inlet bay in there. Big old rock pile out here. Here on this point up here, right up in there is where the truck should be. As long as no one stole it. You never know. What's that, Doc? Hey, what's that? Is that truck? That's the truck. Did you think we were never coming back or what? The camera and this. Alright, Tuck, we're gonna have to tie you up though. There's way too much traffic on this road. Put you on the leash. We'll get in there. Just load the canoe. I see something shiny. I see something shiny. It's a quarter! A quarter! Call someone who cares. Another quarter found. Didn't I find a quarter on the last campsite? Back to the road, back to the truck. Just gotta tie down the canoe and we'll be good to go. We got Tucker tied over here. Hey Tuck, you don't like being tied, but lots of logging traffic going on. I don't need you to get hit. And it's always nice to come back to dry shoes and socks. These ones are soaked. Ready to go. Exploring some new trails. Out scratching the trucker. Canoe too much. I'm trying to find I followed this trail back. I was supposed to go to Lake Temagami as well. And at the end of it's supposed to be a portage, but I got to the end of this trail and it was nothing. It was just solid bush. Nobody'd been through there in a while. So we're gonna go the other way. There was a T back here, so I went right. Maybe it's to the left. Okay, that was funny. So I found a little parking area where you're supposed to park and then you portage in. There's two other canoers there. They're bringing their canoe in. And they're like, well, you should be able to make it with your truck because there's a bunch of big holes and apparently you can drive right to the lake if you got four-wheel drive. But the cars just park at that little spot and then portage 300 meters to the lake. So they're unloading all their gear and going to portage in. But they're like, oh, you'd make it with that truck. So that's good to know. So we will be back another day, and that'll be the next camping trip, I think, up into Lake Temagami, Ferguson Bay, and maybe over to Sharp Rock Inlet and all that. Stay tuned for more adventures.